will be traveling to Minnesota to summit Eagle Mountain, the tallest mountain in Minnesota. Currently, I am on the shore of Lake Superior on the northern peninsula of Michigan, and I'm basically just going to be driving along the coast all day to go down and around and back up to the northeast corner of Minnesota, where I will arrive at Eagle Mountain. If you've seen any of my previous 3 videos, you'll know that I'm on a 3-day road trip to summit 4 high points across the Midwest. Those are Iowa, Wisconsin, Michigan, and now Minnesota. Today is going to be a bit of a big day. I've got a 6 or 7 hour drive ahead of me, as well as like a 7-mile hike. So I'm going to get on the road so I can make my way over to Minnesota. Okay, after a long day of driving, I finally have arrived at the trailhead for Eagle Mountain here in Minnesota. That was a really cool drive. It was cool to be pretty much right on the edge of Lake Superior all day long. Kind of got a taste of many different types of towns. There was like little fishing villages and big industrial areas. And then that last stretch was like kind of like an Oregon coast type tourism vibe. It was really pretty and really cool. I definitely enjoyed it. So it looks like this trailhead actually has some cars here. I'm not the only one like I have been at the other 3 high points I've done on this trip. So that's exciting. That must mean this is a popular spot and a pretty hike. The mosquitoes here are just as bad as I've seen everywhere else. Rest assured, I will be putting on an insane amount of bug spray. In fact, I don't even know if these are mosquitoes. They might be like some type of fly or something. But there are a lot of them here. So for today's hike, I'm looking at about 3.5 miles each way. Right now it's about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, so I still have plenty of time to knock out this hike. So now it's time to pack up my things and get on the trail. Gotta love it when you see that sign. Just you and the land, baby. This is the first time all weekend that I've had to do any elevation gain on my own, any steep elevation gain, that is. Everything else has been in the car so far. Now I feel like a true high pointer. Okay, well here I am at the summit of Eagle Mountain, the tallest point in Minnesota. My elevation is 2,301 feet above sea level. And currently I'm standing higher than anybody else in the state of Minnesota. I've got my hood up so the mosquitoes don't fly into my ears. Every time you stop, they just swarm all over your face. So one cool thing, I was just reading through this sign here. Apparently Minnesota's lowest point is Lake Superior, which is 602 feet, and that's where I started this video off this morning. So that means I hit the lowest and the highest point in Minnesota in one day. The hike up here was beautiful. There was a couple spots that had amazing views, just sweeping views across an endless sea of trees. And I was hoping that one of those lookout points was going to be the summit, but up here, the true summit is a little underwhelming compared to the view you get on the way up here. We're right on the 3.5 mile mark for mileage to get up here from the car. Once I get back down to the car, I'll put the total mileage and vert right down here so you can see what that looks like. So that's gonna wrap it up for my trip here across the Midwest to summit 4 high points. This is 4 out of 4. So now I just need to get back down to the car and try and find a place to shower and get some food. And then I gotta drive back to Minneapolis because my flight out of here is early tomorrow morning. I hope you enjoyed my video about Minnesota's highest peak. And if you saw the other 3 videos of my Midwest high points, comment down below which one was your favorite. As always, if you're interested in checking out more of my high point videos, I will have them linked down below in a playlist so that you can see all the other ones that I've done. This was number 12 for me, so I'm starting to make some progress on these state high points. Also, little spoiler alert, the next state high point I will be doing is Granite Peak in Montana. Next month, my brother and I are gonna be doing a 3-day backpacking trip to summit Montana's tallest peak. That one's a lot more involved than these ones out here. So it's gonna take 3 days just to do one instead of 3 days to do 4 like I did this weekend. Be sure to subscribe so you can see us summit Granite Peak in Montana, and I will see you then. Check out that lake. It looks like a heart.
For 3 letters. I'm a Top Rock Countdown. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. There's something cooking in that girl's kitchen. Say, hey, baby. Hey, baby. There's something cooking in that girl's kitchen. Say, hey, baby.